G'day Rebels. I've seen a lot of different speculation recently about if Mace Windu is alive. Today I want to talk to you about how plausible it is for him to be alive and why I think he actually is. So bear with me and let's dive in. So I have some points that I want to discuss with you all that make this more believable. First, let's talk about electricity. Electricity or electrical currents don't have a mind of their own. Electricity can arc, shock, or jump around on its own, but it requires that the object it wants to act upon be slightly conductive and conducive to receive the energy. With that in mind, let's talk about the human body and how it reacts with electricity. Now, you might be asking what all this has to do with Mace Windu, but I assure you that this journey is well worth it, so stick with me. Okay, when it comes to your brain and how it controls your muscles, it all comes down to electrical impulses. Can you see kind of where I'm going with this? For example, when you want to hold something, your brain sends an impulse to your hand to hold on and tighten the muscles and tendons. The opposite is said for your legs. Your brain tells them to expand, and this is how you can sit, stand, and jump. Now, let's translate this base knowledge to Star Wars. So I'm going to play a clip from you guys that's from the Clone Wars, and let's see if we can explain what's going on. Now, as we can see in this clip, Yoda was being shocked by Sidious. In this scene, we can see that Sidious and Yoda were fighting on a catwalk above the planet's surface. Now, if we break down what's happening to Yoda, we can see that while he is being shocked, he is holding onto the railing. The electricity is causing his grip to tighten so that he doesn't let go. To explain further, the Sith lightning in an ideal world is overriding the electrical impulses of Yoda's brain, causing his hand to grasp by itself without Yoda actually wanting it to. Now, you may notice as well that while this was going on, Yoda was able to save Anakin, and I'll talk more about that in a later moment in this video. When it comes to being electrocuted, you may have heard stories about people being thrown several feet. Now, this is caused by the current reacting with your own leg muscles. It can cause them to flex and expand at more power than you actually thought was possible. So now let's watch this scene here and see what we can gather from it. There's a couple of things I want to touch on in this scene. If you notice, Mace Windu, as he's being shocked, isn't holding on to anything. So the only other thing that could actually have an effect on his body, by the electricity, is his leg muscles and the position where he's standing. As we know, electricity can cause you to jump by overriding your brain and basically forcing your muscles and signaling them with these signals that it causes. This is where and why I think Mace Windu actually jumped out the window. Not because he wanted to jump out, just because his leg muscles were forced to by the shock that was being given to him from Sidious. Now, you could say that Palpatine actually threw him out the window like Dooku moved Anakin with Sith lightning.
No! No!
It can only cause your muscles to react. With this added reason, I think it's more than plausible he jumped out. Also in this scene with Mace, the lightning seems to be bending almost at a 90-degree angle. If it was the lightning that threw Mace or Palpatine, then Windu would have actually flown straight out the window and not to the side of Palpatine. If that doesn't convince you that Mace is actually alive, let's look at this again. Right there, Yoda was able to boost Anakin to safety while being shocked by Palpatine. Now, you may say that Windu is not as strong as Yoda, and while you may be right, he is actually rivaled by Windu. Furthermore, I would like to believe that Palpatine would use a stronger form of lightning on Yoda than he would against Mace Windu, so I don't see why he couldn't use the Force while being shocked like Yoda could. So in this scene, we know that Mace still has his left hand after Anakin cuts off the right, so if Mace didn't jump out, then it actually could have been his force push that actually pushed himself out into safety. Either way, I could see him surviving the altercation with Palpatine. We already know that Jedi can survive falls from great heights. We also just went over how he could actually survive the lightning as well. So I'm going to say that he is alive, and I'm not the only one who actually thinks so. Samuel L. Jackson has said on multiple occasions that Mace is alive and that he wants to reprise the role someday. Now, of course, this is all my own speculation, but I hope it opened your eyes to the thought of him being alive. One more thing I would actually like to add is that with Mace being alive, I feel that he would have gone into hiding till the time was right. When that right time is, I actually have no clue. I don't think we've actually seen that time yet, because there's still a lot of ground to cover from Order 66 to the Rise of Skywalker. I'm sure that we actually will see the right time someday, and we will see Mace again soon. Thanks for all of you guys who have commented, liked on these videos, and have subscribed. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. I hope you rebels have a great day, and the Force will be with you, always.